very much for coming out tonight. I know it's your own time and taking time. I'm very flattered, very honoured that all of you have made time to come out. I'm just a general dentist. I don't claim to know all the answers at all, and I'm just a perpetual student. But I'm really passionate about what I've got to speak about tonight. So I'm very, very grateful to have this opportunity to share my greatest passion, which is my work. So without further ado, my topic tonight is physiologic occlusion, the bite and body connection. Now, who loves the topic of occlusion? Nobody. Why are you all here? I sat in dental school listening to occlusion lectures way over my head, and I thought, there's no way that I'll ever be talking about occlusion in my life, and here I am living the dream. So why am I here talking about occlusion? The reason behind the passion of my work really comes from a very young age. This is the only photo of me smiling in my entire childhood. For 21 years, I couldn't smile because I had a really bad malocclusion. And in fact, I had so many teeth that I had 9 taken out, and I still have a mouthful. So my teeth used to enter the room before I did. And, you know, I didn't want to be a dentist. My parents forced me, being a Chinese, immigrant. I was forced to do dentistry. And by the time I finished dentistry, in fact, I wanted to be a vet because I spent my whole time with my dog. He was my best friend. He didn't judge me for my teeth. He didn't call me names like monkey and all sorts when I was at school. And when I realized after taking my braces off at 21 and being able to smile for the first time in my life at that point, what a difference it made to me. And I realized that my mum had forced me into the right profession. She had forced me to do dentistry because this is what I actually dream of doing every day, is to help people smile. And so that's the passion of my work. It's brought me all around the world, doing deeds around the world, doing what I love with my own time. It's my hobby, it's my passion. So I'm here to share that, a little bit of that with you. So this is me, graduated in UWA, from UWA, and you can see my mum's teeth. She's not really smiling either. I inherited her teeth. And she had really protruding teeth, same, but mine was much worse. But anyway, I started work with Dr. Alex, my first job, and he was one that was always for continuing education. So the first time I graduated, the first year I'm out doing implants. And I was lucky enough to go down and do a course with Professor Daniel Boozer in Geneva. And then I did some cosmetic and neuromuscular dentistry training between 2004 and 2010 at the Las Vegas Institute. And then I got my fellowship for the International Congress of Oral Implantology in 2014. And then in 2015, I did a year's master clinician program in implant dentistry at the Loma Linda University, where I had the privilege, actually, of presenting my cases. I represented Australia because I was a top student in Australia, and I presented my cases in Los Angeles. And then after that, I went to do deeper neuromuscular training with Dr. Clayton Chen in the USA. He's the world's leading authority on GNM dentistry. GNM, neuromuscular plus gnathology, so a little bit deeper than what LVI teaches. And to be honest, when I first did my first course at LVI and learned about neuromuscular dentistry, which is what I'm talking about tonight, I couldn't sleep the whole night. I was sleepless the whole night because I was thinking, what the hell have I been doing all these years? So what I'm going to tell you and what I'm going to show you today, you might not have seen before, but I hope that I will be able to shed some light and just share what my passion and knowledge is up to this point. But I'm still learning as well. Okay, so I have since now gone and done workshops and taught with Dr. Clayton Chen in Asia. So I've just run a workshop recently in Singapore with some doctors over there. And so this is a little bit about just a glimpse of what it is. So I remain a general dentist, purposely not specializing in any one area, so that I may not be limited to being able to help my patients comprehensively. My burning desire is really basically to get people to smile, the way that I was able to smile after my work. It's helping them smile and feel their best, and also promote health and function all together. So getting someone to be able to smile wholeheartedly with their eyes, this is what I have based my whole career on doing, and this is just part of that journey. So I'm just going to let my patients tell the story tonight, because I thought of presenting lots of papers and scientific articles, but I don't think that's the way that it doesn't thrill me. So I thought maybe being all clinical dentists ourselves, patients and their stories and the way I treat them is probably the way that I'm going to share my knowledge tonight. So this is a case that I did a full mouth rehab on, and she had an old bite which we changed, and I'll show you this. We just review the symptoms of the bite, and then I'll show you what I actually did. Okay, so. So we've done our third adjustment after realigning your jaw. You've got your final upper teeth in and your lower fixed temporary orthodontic, which you've had now for about 3 months. Yeah, right? Now, we've been trying to, apart from adjusting the bite for aesthetics, we've actually mainly to align the bite so it's better for your function. Yeah. So we want to see now, record now the symptoms from when you first came in to now. And I've got a recording here of what you had. So you used to have headaches once a month. Do you still have them? No headaches. These headaches lasted a week, once a month, but it lasted a week. They're hard. Oh, that's not anymore. A lot better. Yeah. You used to not be able to open very wide at all. Yes. You had ear congestion. Your right hand side used to be blocked.
Yeah. When I think that's what stopped me opening. I used to feel like it was locked in.
Yes.
I used to feel like my ear was always bumped up.
Yes.
And now I don't. Actually feels clear. Feels like I can hear better.
Wow. Okay. You had vertigo, dizziness, vertigo.
Nothing
Nothing
at all.
at all now.
Nothing at all. I don't know if it's pressure or it is the throat.
And your neck pain was constant. None at all?
Not when I had a hard day on the computer. It's not there. I feel like it's helped my whole department.
Wow.
It's really weird, but I can't explain this.
Okay.
So look at this.